This is a good question that came into our Ask Cindy portal on the front of Leerburg.com, and I say this in every one of our videos. You don't need to be a customer of Leerburg to ask us a question. I don't know that there's another website on the internet that the owners take the time to answer serious questions that people have on their dogs, be it training, be it breeding, be it whelping puppies, being whatever, behavioral problems. But this one is interesting because this person has a 2-year-old German Shepherd with an undescended testicle, and she wants to know about tacking the dog's stomach to prevent bloat when they take the testicle out. Now I've got experience with this. My experience is with breeding German Shepherds for 35 years. I had a professional breeding facility. I still do, even though we haven't bred dogs in going on 15 years from now. I have a very nice kennel that we use to store stuff in. But I've had my share of dogs with undescended testicles. And if you have that in your dog, I don't care what breed it is, when it gets to be about 2 years old, you should have that testicle removed, because the risk is that that testicle that hasn't come down will develop into cancer. So here's the question. I lost a German Shepherd to bloat in the past. She was not a well dog and developed chronic issues, including heart failure. I'm going to have this undescended testicle removed from my 2-year-old German Shepherd. We will keep him intact until I get it done. Should I consider doing a stomach tacking? It's called gastropexy at the same time. He's on a raw diet. We never exercise him for a few hours after he's feeding, so we're not that concerned about bloat at this time, but we're still concerned. Cindy's answer is, this is really a great question. She said, I'm considering my young German Shepherd, even though he doesn't have an undescended testicle, of having him have his stomach tacked over. I had decided that if my dog ever needed any surgery, I would take the dog in and have the gastropexy done at the same time. She said, this is a very personal decision. I would only have it done because of the difficulty in finding an emergency vet at night or on a weekend should your dog bloat because you didn't have it done. So, one factor in your decision should be your vet's experience. Not all vets are good at doing this. So the first question you should be doing is finding out what vets in your area have a lot of experience doing tacking the stomach to prevent bloat. That I can't stress that enough, because those that only do 1 or 2 a year are not the ones that I want cutting into my dog and doing that. So give some thought to doing your research and find out where to go to a good surgeon that knows what they're doing. And then, if you're going to have an undescended testicle taken out, we would do it. We're not saying you should do it, we would do it. If we were going to have the dog have any kind of other surgery, we would do it. I can't tell you that we would take a normal, healthy dog, like our dog, in and just say, here, I want to get it done. Again, it's a personal decision. So if you'd like to get a little bit more information on the topic of neutering your dogs or undescended testicles, I wrote a couple of articles some years ago on my website. They're still good, doesn't cost you anything to go and look at it. I did one on when to fire your vet. That's a good one, because not all vets deserve your respect. And in that article, I talk about it. I've been doing this work now for over 50 years. I'll be 77 years old next month. And I've had my share of veterinarians that are really, really good. And I've had my share of veterinarians that stink, that should get out of the business. And I talk about that in this article. Don't be afraid to walk away from a vet if you're not satisfied that you're getting the best advice there. Then I had another article that I wrote titled Neutering Your Dog, Should You or Shouldn't You? And I won't go into what's in that article there, but there's a lot of information there. And I wrote that article a number of years ago too. So if you're interested, if you have a male dog, if you have a dog that has an undescended testicle, or if you're thinking of when to neuter your dog, go and read these. I'm going to tell you this, a lot of vets want to neuter dogs way too young. We don't agree with it, and I have probably a lot more experience than most of the vets out there, simply because of my age, and it's what I've done my whole life. And I bred German Shepherds for 35 years on a lot of them. My feeling is, let these dogs grow up, don't neuter them until they are probably 24 months old. I do believe in neutering, but let them use the hormones that they're going to have as they go through adolescence and grow into maturity. You'll never regret it, and it's better and healthier for your dog.